Hello, I'm Pamela Raquel. Today we're going to talk about something that can test your relationship and your trust, when she says, I love you. Those 3 words can be sweet and exciting, but they can also be a trap. If you want to know how to correctly interpret his sincerity and not fall into emotional games, stay with me. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more tips that really make a difference. Now, let's get to the point. 1. Interpreting the context. When and how did he say, I love you? First, analyze the context. Did she say, I love you, to you in a special, intimate moment, or was it in the middle of small talk? The context can say a lot about the sincerity behind your words. If you said it during an emotionally charged moment, it's probably more genuine. But if he said it casually or as part of everyday conversation, you might have to read between the lines. Don't get carried away by words alone, observe the moment in which they express themselves. 2. Body language, signs that confirm the sincerity of your words. Body language is key to interpreting sincerity. Observe his posture, his eye contact and his gestures when he says, I love you. If she is open, relaxed and looks you in the eyes, it is a good sign. If she avoids eye contact or seems uncomfortable, you could be looking at a strained expression. The body speaks louder than words, so don't ignore nonverbal cues that can confirm or deny its words. 3. Frequency and consistency, the importance of how and when you express it. Frequency and consistency in expressing your affection are also important. If she says, I love you, regularly and consistently with her actions, she is more likely to be sincere. But if he only says it at specific times or when he's trying to get something from you, then you should question its authenticity. Sincerity is not a last-ditch tactic, it is an integral part of your overall behavior. 4. Emotional reactions, what your behavior reveals about your feelings. Pay attention to how he reacts to your emotions and your behavior in general. If she is understanding, supportive, and attentive to your feelings, it is a good sign that her feelings are genuine. If his reactions seem forced or disinterested, it could be a sign that he's simply saying what he thinks you want to hear. The way you handle your emotions says a lot about your true feelings. 5. Before and after saying it, changes in his attitude towards you. Observe if there are changes in his attitude before and after saying, I love you. Does he behave differently, whether more affectionate or distant? If there's a noticeable difference in how he treats you, it could be a sign that his words don't match his true feelings. Sincerity is reflected in the consistency of your behavior. 6. How to respond when she says, I love you. Your answer is also crucial. If you respond in a cold or evasive manner, you could make her feel insecure about your feelings. Respond honestly and clearly. If you feel the same, express it. If you're not sure, it's better to be honest about your feelings rather than making promises you can't keep. Clear communication avoids misunderstandings and strengthens the relationship. 7. The impact of these words on your relationship. What's next? When she says, I love you, it's a moment that can define the course of your relationship. Consider how these words affect the dynamic between you. Do you feel closer or more distant? How does it influence your expectations for the future? The answer to these questions will help you understand the real impact of his words and manage the relationship effectively. 8. Differences in the expression of love, understanding individual variations. Each person expresses love differently. What may seem genuine to her may not be genuine to you, and vice versa. It is important to understand and accept these differences. Not all expressions of love are the same, what is crucial is connection and mutual understanding. Don't compare yourself to the experiences of others, focus on what is authentic to your relationship. 9. When I love you seems forced, red flags to consider. If you notice that her I love you seems forced, there are several signs to look out for. This may include abrupt changes in your behavior, avoidance in communication, or a lack of consistency in your actions. If something doesn't add up, trust your intuition and don't feel forced to accept words that don't align with behavior. 10. Building a relationship on a sincere confession of love. Finally, if you've identified that his I love you is sincere and genuine, use that moment as a foundation to build a solid relationship. Sincerity in love is essential for an authentic and lasting connection. Work on strengthening mutual trust and communicating your own feelings clearly and openly. If you have made it this far, my love, please comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you have received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, like the video and share it later. Let's continue. She says she loves you, true love or manipulation? Today we're going to dive into a critical topic that could be affecting your love life. When she says, I love you. Is it a sincere statement or are you dealing with emotional manipulation? If you want to avoid being cheated on and be one step ahead in your relationship, this video is for you. Give a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more content that will help you better understand women and strengthen your relationships. Let's get to the point. 1. Distinguishing genuine love from emotional manipulation. First, you need to distinguish between genuine love and emotional manipulation. True love is based on honesty and mutual respect, while manipulation is used to control or get something from you. If she says, I love you, and then pressures you to do something you don't want to do, that's a clear sign of manipulation. Observe how he behaves before and after saying it. If he only tells you what you want to hear to get something, you should be alert. 2. Time in the relationship. Is it too soon for, I love you? Time in the relationship is crucial. If you've only been dating a few weeks and she's already proclaiming her love, you need to ask yourself if this is real or a ploy to get you involved faster than you're willing to. Love should not be rushed, it should develop naturally. If you feel like it's too soon, it could be a sign that she is trying to rush things to control the relationship from the beginning. 3. Expectations and promises. What comes after your words? After she says, I love you, what expectations and promises come? True love is backed by consistent actions and not just empty words. If after your statement you begin to notice that the promises are not kept or that there are only words without substance, it is time to pay attention. Words must be accompanied by actions. Don't be fooled by grandiose promises that never materialize. 4. How to protect yourself from possible emotional manipulations. Protecting yourself from emotional manipulation begins with self-awareness and paying attention to the signs. Set clear boundaries and keep your expectations realistic. Don't let yourself be carried away by praise that is not accompanied by concrete actions. Maintain open and honest communication about what you expect in the relationship. If something makes you feel uncomfortable or confused, don't hesitate to express your feelings and seek clear answers. 5. The influence of your past on the current expression of your feelings. A person's past can influence how they express their feelings. If she has a history of problematic relationships or has been manipulated before, she may repeat learned patterns. Understanding their past can give you insight into why they may be acting a certain way. However, this does not justify manipulative behavior. You must be aware of these influences so as not to fall victim to the same dynamics. 6. Analyzing your relationship history. Patterns you should not ignore. Analyze your partner's relationship history to identify recurring patterns. If you notice that she has had similar problems in several relationships, it's a red flag. Repetitive patterns may indicate underlying problems that have not been resolved. Don't ignore these patterns, use them as a tool to better understand their behavior and protect yourself from possible manipulations. 7. The importance of reciprocity in feelings. Reciprocity is key in any healthy relationship. If she says, I love you, expect her to consistently show love and affection as well. The relationship should be a balanced exchange of feelings and actions. If you find that you're always the one giving more and she's only benefiting, it's time to reconsider the balance in the relationship and make sure you're both equally committed. 8. Tips to encourage open dialogue about feelings and expectations. An open dialogue is essential to avoid misunderstandings and manipulations. Talk about your feelings and expectations clearly and directly. Don't assume she knows what you think, express it. Encourage your partner to do the same. Effective communication prevents things from getting confusing and ensures that you are both on the same page about the status of the relationship. 9. Signs that you are emotionally investing in the relationship. If she is emotionally invested in the relationship, she will show it through her behavior. Look for signs such as consistent effort in the relationship, willingness to resolve conflict constructively, and genuine interest in your well-being. These signs indicate that your love is sincere and that you are committed to the growth of the relationship. 10. Steps to follow if you doubt the sincerity of your love. If you have doubts about the sincerity of his love, it is crucial that you take action. Talk openly about your concerns and see how he responds. If she is willing to work on the relationship and address your doubts, that's a good sign. If, on the other hand, they become defensive or avoid the topic, it could be a sign that something is not right. Don't rush into making decisions, but don't ignore warning signs either. If you have made it this far, my love, please comment below with the word 100% or something else to let me know, to confirm that you have received the knowledge from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, like the video and share it later. Let's continue.